starts us off in Columbia, South Carolina. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Great. How can we help?
Well, I have two kids, age 9 and 7, and I'm interested in starting a custodial brokerage account for them. Would that be something you recommend?
Well, anytime an account is opened in a kid's name, it is a custodial account, because until you're 18, you cannot legally enter into a contract in the United States. And so a parent or someone does it on behalf of a child, and that is a custodial account. So if you open up a savings account, if you open up a mutual fund, if you open up a 529, if you open up anything in the kid's name, it is a custodial account. That's the nature of it, okay? Now, having said that, why do you want a brokerage account for a kid?
Well, we have savings accounts for them, but every other day they want me to go to the bank and draw out money so they can spend it. I figure in a brokerage account they can't get access to it.
Well, they can't get access to it anyway unless you let them.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's for. But they're all, because they go to the bank to put money in, and they always want to go and buy something, and they just bug me about it. It's not bugging, but they just ask about it. And I figure if I put it in a brokerage account and invest them, at least it's better than growing interest rates, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, you're for the convenience aspect is what's bothering you, because you're having to go to the bank to get the money out. Where they're 11 and 9, is that what you said?
They're 9 and 7.
9 and 7, so even younger. So yeah, I mean, at this is like basic level teaching kids about money. I mean, all they really need to be doing is giving a little, saving a little, spending a little. I mean, it's not going to be anything insane. And so, I mean, not even having, you could put some of their savings in the bank and it's more long-term for them. Like, hey, in the next month or two, if we want to save up and get something, but I would just keep cash at the house at that young of age, depending on how much it is. I mean, if they're getting like big chunks of like birthday money or Christmas money, yeah, you can put it in the account, the savings account, but anything else I would have at home, because especially for especially your 7-year-old, but your 9-year-old as well. Like when they have cash at home,
they could do the
feel
envelopes. They could have,
or the
their own envelope, right?
Yes,
at
or
home.
the banks. That's
at
what
home.
I was thinking about. Yeah.
So let's do this. Let us give you the Junior's Adventure Pack, which is the Financial Peace Junior for teaching little kids how to handle money. Rachel and I wrote about, and we'll also give you a copy of Smart Money, Smart Kids, which is what Rachel and I wrote about parents teaching their kids about money, because that's really what this question comes down to. Okay. Now, what we teach is the kids need to learn 4 things, and Rachel touched on this. They need to learn to work, which is where money comes from. They need to learn to give, to spend wisely, under the parent's direction, and of course to save. And so the difference is, instead of opening a brokerage account to keep them from bugging you, I would put them on a system that says, kids, my job is to help you as your dad learn how to handle money, so when you're old, you're not one of those old broke people. Okay? Like all our freaking friends, right? So, and so then they get, when our kids would earn some money, in quotes, for doing a chore, like feeding the dog or something really difficult like that, which you hardly break a sweat doing, right? But they would earn money for doing a chore. Then we would divide the chore money. We called it commissions. You're not on allowance. You're on commissions. You're not. You work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. Then we would divide that up into those 3 envelopes. And the kit I'm going to send you has 3 envelopes. It has a giving envelope, a saving envelope, and a spending envelope. And so if they get ready to say, I want to spend some money, do you have it in your spending envelope? Because we put some in there from when you worked. And then you could have the discussion of, there's not enough money. Well, you're going to have to wait and work some more. Or you can have the discussion of, you can buy that cheap one if you want to buy it, but it'll be broken by Friday. Or you can wait a little bit and buy a good one that will last you, and you can pass it down to your grandkids. And we had lots of value discussions about purchases. Rachel generally just bought it. Daniel was very purposeful and goal-driven about his purchases. And Denise was, compliant? I don't know.
Didn't even spend money.
Yeah, she didn't spend money. She's a saver. But you need to make kids, coach kids in all 4 areas. Not working is not an option. Not being generous is not an option. Not saving is not an option. Not spending money wisely is not an option. So you can't be only saving Or sometimes sweet little kids, they want to give all their money away. Well, no, I don't want to teach you that way. I want to encourage you in your generosity, your outlandish generosity, but you always should have some saved, and you should always have some to spend as well.
Yeah, because I mean, as an adult, primarily those are the three things you do with money. I mean, obviously your saving can be more complicated and investing and all that, but I mean, you basically, that's what you do with money. You give, save, and spend. And so teaching those boundaries is huge. And then, I mean, and Chris, if they're not doing like just work around the house, simple stuff, earning that money, I mean, and again, it's very age appropriate, but man, the award is amazing. Amelia, I didn't even tell you this. Papa Dave, you'll be so proud.
Okay, I'm ready.
She did some chores, and
She
did some chores.
What did she do?
She actually swept the kitchen. I didn't even ask her to, but she was like, "Mom, can I sweep to earn $1?" I was like, "Sure, well, let's just do it," because we have like $10 in ones in our like little junk drawer, so that's what I like gave it to her. So she did that. Carried plates to the sink. I mean, she just turned 5, so it's like it's low ball stuff. Yeah. But
you don't send the 5-year-old to the salt mines.
No, so you do. So we did 6, and we went on Amazon. She bought a Polly Pocket for $6.99. I paid the tax. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a graceful mother and just you're 5. So I was like, I'll pay the tax because she saw the 6 on Amazon. She was like, it's 6, Mom, it's 6, and I have $6. And I was like, yeah, you're great. Yes, that's great. But then she got very confused at the money was still there, even though the Polly Pocket arrived, but I took her money. And so the whole process of buying online is very complicated for kids. They don't quite understand it. So it probably would have been a little bit more beneficial to like put on the masks and go to Target and buy, but I was a little too lazy. So I was like, we're just going to Amazon it.
All right.
And have to walk
but
through.
Hey, that's a modern day. That's still, you did it.
No,
you did it because what most parents do is nothing.
Well, and the story wasn't about me doing it, but what I was going to say is the effects of what happened. She made me like take a video of her to send it to a girl that babysits for us because she was like, tell Maggie that I bought my own Polly Pocket. I was like, okay, so we did it. Like
the dignity.
It was amazing. She just could not. I mean, talked about it for 3 days. So anyways, it works.
No, it gives anyone who works and earns gains dignity as well as money.
It's true.
Not working does not give you dignity. And so it's good that Amelia's sweeping the kitchen.
I know. She actually did pretty good.
Hey, I bet she would. Yeah. All right, so we've got a copy of Smart Money, Smart Kids and an adventure pack to send from junior to junior's teaching age, Financial Peace Junior, to teach the kids how to do that stuff, to work, to give, to save, and to spend wisely. This is the Dave Ramsey